All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in. So, today we are going to talk about NFTs and is it a fad? What is your strategy behind creating an NFT and basically getting as much power as you can as an artist that is creating an NFT? I'm going to share my strategy, my plan, my beliefs around it all because it is definitely around here for the long term. To get straight to the point, it is not just a fad, but I have done some research and not even to sound like I've really done like a lot, and I just don't want to like it's gonna be here for a long time. To quote Gary V, let me put it like that, plain and simple. To quote Gary V, um, he basically is just saying that it's gonna work. It's gonna have a decline because or it's gonna maybe hit a a plateau at some point, but then it'll increase again. And it makes a lot of sense because when you think about it, nobody knows what they're doing. I don't. I mean, I'll let you know what I know so far, and that's why I want to share my plan with you. And I want to also let you know that it's all tentative. My plan today was not my plan 2 weeks ago, or last week, or 3 days ago, and not to mention maybe less than a month ago, I didn't even know about NFTs. But it's huge, and it should definitely be on your plan. It should definitely be a thing that you do as an artist, as a creator, as a person. Okay, if you are not creating, you need to collect NFTs because it's just where it's at, and you already know that because you're checking out this video, or listening to the podcast. So I'm not gonna go any further into why you should do NFTs, but to address the fact is to address the question that is it a fad? No, it's more than that. It's gonna be here until the end of time. So long as there's internet, like Gary Vee explained, we got the internet, you got social media, you have the blockchain, and the provenance, which is something that I read in this book, The Value of Art, which breaks down why art has value from Pablo Picasso and all of that. Low battery. From Pablo Picasso to Van Gogh, before NFTs was even in the picture. I don't know when he wrote this book, but you guys should definitely read it because you'll see how that mindset. The dude who wrote this book also worked at Sotheby's and Christie's when they first started, and I believe still works. He still works there, and so that entire world is now available to everybody, and that book will help you understand why, um, how it's going to work, and it'll also talking about empowerment. And when I say the book again, I'm on the podcast, guys, is The Value of Art by Michael Findlay. That's Findlay. Yeah, talking about empowerment. You should definitely check out the book because it's gonna give you the power to know what you need to do to brand yourself in this space. Which brings me to my next point, and that is the plan. You have to have a plan, and your plan might not work two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 times, okay? But keep making one, and keeping your eye on the horizon and stay ahead of the game. Continue to do research, continue to grow. Do not just take your NFT and post it and think that people are going to come to you. If you want tips on how to get attention to your work, come to me. And I haven't done one on pricing about how to price your NFTs because I don't know what I'm doing yet. As soon as I find out, which I think will be after that inevitable decline, that I can truly say, you know, until we really give NFTs time. It's just such a baby. It's only been around. It's only been around for since 2017 and only been popping for 4 months now. So we just got to give it time. It's just a little baby. It's just a little baby. So we just going to give it some time. But before we start talking about price, but that does not mean that you should take that lightly and sit back and wait. You get ahead of the game, okay? Because we're all about thriving over here as artists, okay? And this is the grand opportunity to no longer starve. You hear me? So, my plan involves, oh gosh, I feel like I should do a separate video for this. I probably will. I'm going to talk about it all the time because the plan is going to continually change. But I am going to hit all of the platforms. Okay, that's step one. I get on all of the platforms. I engage. I put out information that people are going to find valuable because it's information that I would have wanted to see stepping into this NFT space. And I hope that when you see this video, you want to join in on the community, because not only is it for, you know, it's going to benefit you information wise, but when you really have a ticket to the game, there's no, then you really, there's no way that you won't be able to understand what it is that I'm doing. So that's plan one, to be on every platform, to give something of value, even when I talk about my mom life, and what my life is in general. In every piece, I share my story everywhere as much as I can, as best as I can, as authentically as I can. So I advise you do the same. Do what you can, right? I talk about this. I do not try to do everything under the sun, right? Because, for example, I could be doing a lot more, but I also care about balance. I also have my priorities. So when I say, meaning my family. So when I say, get on all the platforms, da 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 da, like just do what you can. Hit me up if you have any questions. Find which one works best for you and then start to branch out. I've been doing this for a minute now to where I know how to do everything in a light work way to still get attention. And that's why I share what I know, because I am able to, have, I don't even want to, I don't like to pat myself on the back too much about that, because we all not there yet. You know what I'm saying? Until we all eating, I'm not there. So I don't even like to, but so all to say, it's been busy. Yeah. So all to say, yeah, just okay. So that's, I'm gonna be on. I am on all of the platforms. That's part of the strategy. Part two is to use influencers. Like, your art needs to go past the art world. We have 7 billion people on this earth. There are probably, I don't know, I'm just going to put a random number out there, 1 million, small percentage out there that care about art. You have to bring people outside of the art world into the art world by telling them your story. Friends matter, family matters. And yeah, everybody is key, an integral part to lifting your brand. You just have to A, see yourself as a brand, and B, start to put out content and share your work with a plan behind it and a story behind it, which goes back to my last point. And what else can I say? What else? Because I can go little bit by little bit into everything, but then I think it would confuse you and it might be too much. I don't know. Like, hit me up and let me know what level you are on, where you're having trouble at, and that'll help me be able to know like what to say exactly in these videos, because I'm just being careful because I want to, again, make sure that you guys are getting as much value. Oh, and speaking of, another thing that I'm going to do, I like to keep these things short because also I don't have that much memory on my phone to be recording a lot. So it's like, yeah, I know Google storage exists, but I just haven't uploaded everything onto there. It's like, I just don't want to delete them. Okay. But anyhow, yeah. So Another thing that you should do is start to, okay, so I put my workout for 5 ETH. Put out 3 pieces for 5 ETH, and then I did a mini piece. You do want to create it to where people can get in on different levels. So then I create prints. I created stickers. I'm working on adding my IG shop and my Pinterest shop onto my page because nobody wants to get taken to another site these days. IG is great for the hub, especially when you're on Clubhouse. They can go to your IG. They can buy a sticker. You know what I'm saying? All of that is branding. So with that being said, right, you want these people to basically be ambassadors. I want you to be an ambassador of my work, and then we can be ambassadors of each other's work. You see how that works? You see? It's all about who you know. The people behind those tag names, and the handles, the Instagram, whatever social media platform handles you, they're actual people. So you have to really take that as this beautiful, valuable thing. Me talking to my 24 subscribers right now is a valuable thing. There are 24 people who are trying to, learn more about NFTs, and I get to be that hub for you, for them, whatever, if you're bypassing. But all to say, you want to start to care more, a lot more, because that's just, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. So with that being said, yes, you can have your high priced art, but I am actually going to really lower my next piece. I'm going to keep those other pieces up because I do truly believe that that's what I'm worth. I know that people out there would be willing to pay for that, especially once they understand what it is that I am doing. So I'm going to leave those out there because they're going to be bought, right? I suggest you do the same. Put some out there at a high price point, and then also put some out there at a low price point. This is one that I'm about to put out for a low price point. Let me break it down to you how I'm going to do it. I am going to put up the main piece. That one, I haven't decided on the price point. It's going to be around 1,000, maybe a little less, or maybe 500, 200. I don't know. But the main piece is going to have a price. Then underneath it will be the minis. The minis are going to be maybe $10 a piece, maybe even less. And I'm going to actually give some of those away to my subscribers, to my recent followers on all of my platforms, and my friends and family, and whoever, just to get them into the world and to give them something. Because guess what, y'all? We gonna be popping. We podcast people too, gotta be here for it. We're gonna be popping, okay? So you want to go ahead and lay down that foundation and start to climb that ladder like the beast you are. And that way, your house has a stable foundation, and people, A, feel that you value them, right? And V, because I'm using value, but B, they'll value you. It's just this mutual relationship, and just and just connection between the two, whoever it is. I truly value my followers. I truly want to help you guys. It's small, guys. I remember this time last year, I was thinking, man, I don't have 10,000 followers. When I started my YouTube channel, I didn't have any subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? I started off with, let's say right now I'm at 700 Instagram followers. That's 700 people if we're being realistic. Okay, we're going to shorten it down to who's really engaged. Got about like 20, 30 people on Instagram who are really truly engaged, but I'm bringing more because I understand, and I was blessed with the knowledge of understanding the inner workings because I did have a business coach for my last business venture, which was in art, but it was more in interior design, which that is still going on and up and everything. But all to say, you have to start taking yourself seriously to move forward like the rocket ship you are that is just going to blast off into space and literally hover over the world, the energy that, and that deserves to be shared with the world. I don't know if that was a good analogy. I don't know. But you know what I'm trying to say. And I really want to talk about the artist mindset. I'm going to put up another video about that. But you gotta start planning out. So those are 3 things that I'm doing so far. Yes, it was scattered. Rewind, go back, play it back, and hear those things and really break down what it is that I said. And I've already started to break down how I approach Instagram, how I approach Twitter. If you want to hear how I approach Pinterest, my brand in general, just to pick my brain. You don't know if it's going to work. I don't know, but I'm going to try everything, okay? Like Slim said, you only get one shot. I've been listening to a lot of Toby, and that's in his song Eat. But yeah, you only get one shot, guys. So what is this really about? What does it really mean to you? Guys, that's going to all be in the artist mindset episode. So yeah, I'm going to stop here. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I hope that you check out all of my other pages and subscribe and follow those too, because I approach just so that you can start to monitor how it is that I'm doing everything. And if in 6 months you see some growth, you can be like, okay, now I really need to go back, replay, and see what it is she's doing. Because guess what, y'all? Surprise, surprise. It's going to work. It's going to work. I'm just telling you, like, and that's another thing. I'm going to be giving out free NFTs to influencers as well to get them on. And it's going to be an NFT version, and they'll also get a free sticker, and that way they'll be brought into the NFT space. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for just your time, your energy. Thank you for being an artist and putting something out into the world that, if you don't know it or not, has the ability to change the world around us. So thank you. I will talk to you soon. See you in the next video, and have a great morning, noon, night, day, evening, whatever time of day you're watching or listening to this. And bye.